Have you ever tried to sow those teeny tiny seeds like mustard seeds, turnip seeds, and they are just so small that it makes it really difficult to plant them? Hi, my name is Lula. This is garden hauling. Making your own seed tape has so many advantages, not least being the fact that you're not going to waste any seeds because you're not going to oversow. Be able to space your seeds apart the way you want them to be spaced apart, saving time because you don't have to spend all that time trying to plant those seeds. They'll already be made on your seed tape, and then you'll be able to use that time for doing other things in your garden space. I have all my supplies, and I'm going to show you the glue that I made. Now this is a homemade glue that you can make out of flour, and you can make it out of water. So this is just 1 tablespoon of water and 1 tablespoon of flour. If you want more, you can use 2 tablespoons of flour and 2 tablespoons of water. It just has to be the equivalent measurements for both. And then you can also use the non-toxic glue. So some people prefer not to use the glue, and some people prefer just to use the flour. So then you get your paper towel, and you can fold this paper towel in half, and then you're going to cut it right down the middle. And this is one that I've already cut in half. You can also use toilet paper. You can get you a roll of toilet paper and like this. You can leave it rolled up as long as you want it. I just cut it short. And then you get your toilet paper, and you're going to fold that in half as well. Cut it in half, and here's one that I already cut in half. And the next thing you want to do is you want to get your seeds that you want to plant, and you want to write them on your toilet paper so you know what you're planting, or your paper towels or whatever. And then I'm going to show you one with the toilet paper. Now you can do the same thing with the paper towel here, but I'm just going to use the toilet paper. So what you want to do is you want to look on the back of your pack of your seeds and find out this plant spacing, and it'll tell you what the plant spacing is. This one is 2 to 3 inches apart from each other. So that's how I'm going to space my seeds on my toilet paper. But first I'm going to mark it out. So I'm just going to put a little mark right here in the middle of the toilet paper, and then I'm just going to space it like 2 inches apart from each other, the different marks, like 2 marks on each square of the toilet paper. And then once you get that done, then you're going to just put a dab of the flour glue up there, because this is where you're going to stick your seeds at. Just put a dab up there. Don't have to be a real big dab. And I like to just put dabs on all of them and let it start thickening up a little bit, getting tacky, I mean. And then you just take your seeds, and you're just going to place them on each dab of glue that you put down. And you only need really 1 seed. If you want to put 2, that's fine. I usually just put 1. Oops. Got kind of stuck for a minute there. You can use a toothpick if it doesn't fall on the hole. You can use a toothpick to kind of pull it back to where you want it to be, the seed. Okay, and that's it. And that's how you sow your seeds up there. You're going to let this dry overnight so it'll be nice and dry, and then you can just roll it up. If you can find one of your old toilet paper rolls, you can take this and just roll it up. Okay, if you do square foot gardening, and you can just get your paper towel, fold it in half. So I already got a crease there where you can break it out in half, and then I usually just mash down real hard so I have the indentions. Then I turn around and fold it in half again like that. Mash it down real hard and fold it one more time like that. And then you got all these, you got about 16 squares. And what you could do is write the name of your carrots up here in the corner. Put you one little dot in the center of each of the squares. And then I'll use the glue this time. And you're just gonna squirt a dab of glue on that little marking in the middle of your paper towel. And you're gonna take your seeds and you're gonna do exactly the same thing that you did on the other ones. You're just gonna put a seed in the middle of each dab of glue. You got all your seeds up there. You're just gonna let them dry overnight. So this container has a little bit of snow in there, but I just wanted to show you how you can lay your seed tape in your container that you're gonna plant. And you know, I did do one for square foot gardening, so you can place it in there, in here. So for obvious reasons, I'm not gonna plant my seed tape in this container, but I wanted to show you how you would plant it if you were going to plant it in a container, or if you were going to plant it in the ground. So you would find your area that you wanted to plant your carrots in. Be sure and read the pack to determine just how deep you should plant your carrots. And then once you do all of that, you don't really plant them deep because they're little and you want them to come up. Just kind of put some soil over the top of your seed tape with your seeds facing upward, and just cover them up. Don't want to bury them. Another thing that some people do is they cover them with some wood, and you will leave the wood on top of the area where you planted your carrots. Take a peek under there to see if your carrots are coming up, and if they're coming up, then you can take the wood off. But this helps to keep your carrot seeds from moving around or dislodging in any kind of way if it rains or something like that. I wanted to show you how you can just lay the other one, the square foot one I got, into your container. It's really windy out here, but then you will cover it with soil just like I showed you the other one. Just lightly cover it with soil, put a piece of cardboard or a piece of wood up there, and leave it up there until your seeds germinate, which may be about from 12 to 18 days, and then take the wood off. But be sure and water it after you cover it with your soil. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.